shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
Happened here. Coach K and Duke visiting NC State. NC State has beaten Duke 2 of the last 3 years, and this one for Coach K was a nightmare. Here we are. We're midway through the first half. NC State's already up 9. We got a broken play. We got DJ Funderburk. He scored 21 on the night. NC State leads by 11. Jay Will, here comes more. NC State just running up and down the floor on him all night.
Yeah, you're not seeing any blue jerseys for Duke getting back. Prime example, Coach K shaking his head. I've been there, done that before.
That was Daniels. He had 25. This one here is Markel Johnson beating the buzzer at halftime. He would score 28. Duke down 15 at the half. Then under 4 minutes to play. It's a 22-point game. NC State in a blowout. First time a ranked Duke team has lost to an unranked team by more than 20 under Coach K.
They're just playing hungrier and better than we are. You know, this isn't an Xbox game. This is a human being game. This game is about human nature and human beings. And sometimes when you eat too much, you're not as hungry. When you need something, you're really hungry. And when those two meet, a lot of times the team that needs it the most kicks the other team's butt. And that's what happened tonight. I don't know. I'll play Xbox later and see if we can do that.
So an interesting tack that Coach K takes there, sort of lightening the mood after his team gets blown out. Timmy Legs and Jay Will, the Dookie. What do you make of this here?
Well, he lightened the move for the media, not for the players.
No.
Trust me, I've been on the other side of that coin. And I think that one play that we showed where there was only one player running back in transition defense, Trey Jones, I think that's the kind of line he's going to draw in the sand with this team, Legs. Yeah. For the fact that, look, they are considered to be one of the best teams in the nation, but this is still a respectively young basketball team, and they don't play with that hunger. They don't know what it's like to have a target on their back each and every night, and he's going to use this as a learning opportunity for them.
To me, this is a perfect example of, Duke is always going to get everybody's best energy. Every single arena they go into, they're getting that team's best energy, best effort.
Because they know Duke is the top dog. They know they have good players over there. They know everyone is talking about them players that Duke is bringing in, and everyone is going to go after them because they is the top echelon team in college. So when they come into their building, they better bring their all into it to take down Duke. This Duke team, their identity is defense. When their defense wasn't clicking in this game, you see what happened. Nobody wants to get back in the transition, and look what happened. You get blown out. You can tell they ain't put no effort into it, but you see NC State had all the effort.
The best out of the crowd, the best of everything. And in a year in which you have a team like Duke that can be inconsistent, this is ripe to happen. And this speaks to me, Jay, more than anything, this is how good this conference is. Like, this is the ACC. You go on the road in that conference, and you have a team that is that ready for you and up on their toes, you could run into this kind of thing on any given night. And ultimately, maybe this is something that really pays off for Duke down the road. This is something that's cold water in your face if you're that team.
I've been following college basketball for a living for 30 years, and as a fan my entire life, I've never seen a year this wide open. Where anything
it's extremely wide open. Extremely. I mean, and this is the NC State team that's on the bubble. I mean, we don't know if they're in the tournament yet, so that's a huge win for them, and Markel Johnson can score with the best of them. So,
yes, this win right here, this big quality win right against Duke, will help this team get into the tournament. That's what you need on your resume, is that big win. They got it against Duke.
This is where we are in college basketball.
Duke is 6th in the country. They lost by 22 points last night to an unranked NC State. He kept that light and funny, but not so much, huh?
Look, first off, it just breaks my heart that we got smacked like that last night. But I do think this is a learning opportunity for this team, and I think Coach K will take it to that principle, because for this squad, like they are a young basketball team, Greeny. There's no dominant team in college basketball this year. Maybe Baylor is the closest we have to this.
But it sounds to me like, so we just listened to that for the second time. Coach K.
It's no dominant team in college because mostly everyone have one and done players on their team. Meaning as these freshmen only here for 1 year. So it's going to be a lot of inconsistent on each team. That's why it's wide open this year. You don't know who going to win the whole thing this season. Because mostly everyone have their top freshmen that's going to lead after this season. They already know what they're doing for this year. And just play college basketball and then leave when the season over with. The Duke team, this ain't, they don't have the offense like they had last year. This year, it is a different team. It's going to be different every year because you're going to have a lot of one-and-dones coming in, so it's going to be a lot of inconsistent on teams.
Basically just said, my guys weren't hungry tonight.
They weren't?
Right? That's what he said.
They weren't. So what happens is, I've been through this before, you start reading all the press clippings. You start thinking, hey, we're on TV every single night. Everybody's telling us how great we are. And then you go on the road against a team that isn't in the NCAA tournament yet. They're a bubble team, and Markel Johnson goes off for 20-plus points. So this is a time for them to draw a line in the sand and to find out more about their identity. I have to kind of extract some positive out of this whole thing.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube.
For more sports and
But it look like a rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
purchase your